Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general collective reading, love reading for your sign. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that escalates the videos around YouTube so many people can see them, you know. Alright, so let's start here. So this will be for you, Diana, focused intention, and then we've got 12th house, which is everything to do with the unconscious. So I feel like there's some aspect of yourself which you're kind of possibly has not risen to the surface properly, or so it's something either that is latent in you, that is either driving your behavior, or it's like inherent programming. It could also be beliefs. It can be any kind of programming, or whatever drives your behavior or your thinking or your your emotions. So it's the cogs in the wheel turning behind the scenes. That is very much 12th house. And it can also be that you have spiritual beliefs and other aspects of your life which also drive you, forward in your life. So you'll have to just see how that plays out, because it does cover both. It can also be that you've got some sort of aspect of yourself which has kind of either been suppressed or hidden or not really acknowledged, and that needs to come out now to drive this focused intention. So Diana, focused intention, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So don't let aspects of the 12th house can be self-sabotaging, self-undoing behavior, or programming, or, as I said, learned things that you've experienced in your life. So you've learned certain things, and that has shaped your experience, and then it drives you forevermore. Your energy gets trapped in those cycles. Very difficult to release unless you consciously do it. So whatever is rising to the surface in your consciousness, you need to pull something out. You need to acknowledge something, or you need to fall back onto your own particular healing or meditation or mysticism or your spiritual life, which will then actually sort of power this focused intention. It could also be that you have some aspect of your life which requires focused intention, and that can be to actually target some sort of spiritual or meditative situation. So you could be pursuing a spiritual life, you could be pursuing healing, you could be pursuing meditation or spiritual retreats or something like that, and then what that does is it actually you're actually initiating or launching something, and you may just need to be focusing on focused intention to actually draw that out, to actually bring it into focus, to actually push it forward and initiate it. So you could also be getting a lot of dreams. You could be getting a lot of downloads, a lot of intuition. It's very much about tapping into the divine as well with the 12th house. This is why it's the house of seclusion, retreat, withdrawal, spiritual life, meditation. It's also the house of healing. So all of these aspects may be coming in for you. It depends very much on where you are in your life. It can also be to do with your relationship, where there are aspects, what it is that you're trying to achieve in this relationship, what it is you're trying to manifest for yourself, because you have got the manifestation card here. So there may be unconscious desires, or as I said, unconscious programming, or just experiences that you've had in previous relationships, past lives. Anything like that could be coming up, and you're here to work on those, and you need to pull them out and use this lovely focused energy to actually manifest what it is that you want, and root out anything which is holding you back, anything which is kind of like self-sabotaging behavior, anything like that. It can also be, the 12th house is also the house of twin flames. So you may be relating to that, and that your person could very well be fulfilling that role for you. If it's not, then it certainly is a soulmate. So all of these aspects do come in with the 12th house. It also does cover reliance on substances or any kind of addiction. That may also come into it in some way, shape, or form. And that can be any kind. It can be addiction to drama. It can be addiction to media. It can be addiction to, like a substance or something like that. So all of that also comes in for the 12th house. And it's also karmic inheritance, so or karmic issues. So you could, as I said, I feel it's something that's rising up within you, whether it's a spiritual situation that you are pursuing, or whether it's to do with your relationship, or whether it's personal programming, or it could even be past life things that you've brought forward now into this lifetime to work on with your partner. All of us do this. We connect with the same person from a previous time to work on issues. So all of these issues may be coming up for you at this time. Now we've got, for your person, you've got Mother Mary, expect a miracle, and we've got Mercury, mind. So this person is definitely thinking about your situation, thinking possibly about you, how it's all going to work, or they are kind of, they may be a little bit preoccupied with mental things at this time. Perhaps they are also working on their manifestation. This is very much an analytical aspect. It's about using that mental energy to achieve certain things. It's also about the search for information, for learning, for understanding certain things. And Mercury is also the messenger of the gods. So they may be waiting for news. They may be expecting something to come in. And you've got Mother Mary, expect a miracle. It says here, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So you could be seeing this in your person. You could be hoping for a miracle of some kind to connect you back with this person if you're perhaps not fully aligned yet, or you're perhaps only just starting on your relationship. Or it could just be that the two of you, if you are already an established couple, maybe going through certain things, and it relates to that aspect of it. But she's saying, expect a miracle. Your prayers have been answered or heard. So whatever is going to come in for this person, it's something that they've asked for, they've prayed about in their heart, or some request that they've sent out. It could also be news or some sort of shift or change, or something coming to them which is going to help them in some way. It could also just be a prayer to within the relationship, but it certainly is about news or receiving some kind of communication. It is also about communication, you may be maybe they need to communicate certain things to you, there's all those sorts of aspects that come into the relationship, it's also technology does come into this. So if you are apart from your person for some reason, then they may be using technology at this time to communicate with you, to stay in touch, and so on. There's many ways that this can come in, but it's a very mental aspect. It's about connecting in the mind space. It's also about it could also be that they need to come across as sort of sincere at this time, because Mercury can be a little bit flippant, a little bit all over the place. So it's a quick movement, and sometimes that can come across as a little bit insincere. So maybe they are grappling with that. They want to put it into such a way to you. They want to communicate to you in such a way which is going to come across like that, and they're working on that at this time. But it could also be very much to do with whatever is going on in their life at this time. But know that something is going to come in to lift the situation, whatever is occurring for them right now. Here we've got Scorpio, I transform. We've got unconditional love, Mary Magdalene. So a lot of feminine healing energy coming in here. So it could be that you are waiting for certain things to come from your person, or it could be that you are both of you going through difficulties at this time, or facing certain things, and things could be a little bit tense. There's all kinds of manifestations to do with this, but basically it's saying that keep coming back to unconditional love. With Scorpio, I transform here. This I feel is what is coming up for you, what is coming up from underneath, what is moving up through you to be aired, to be transformed. Because, as I said, this is all to do with the unconscious, things that are behind the scenes, things that need to be acknowledged, worked on, developed, brought out. It's also tapping into that sort of inner well of yourself. But there are aspects, Scorpio is saying that things are coming up at this time. Now this is, things come up with Scorpio. It can be hidden emotions, it can be hidden feelings. You could be releasing certain things. It could also be verbal things that this person is saying. It's about pulling those things out and bringing them into the light, transforming something, whatever it may be. It could also be the change, some sort of shift, the ending of a chapter and the beginning of a new one, or some sort of cycle shift within the relationship, going into a new phase. But it's also about sexuality, and it also covers, the death of certain things. So this can be, it doesn't always refer to a physical death. This is quite often an emotional death, or an ego death. Aspects that of yourselves or of the relationship fall away to transform into something new. It can also be about regeneration and renewal. So you, as I said, may already be in as a couple with this person, or you may have been through some sort of separation and now you're coming back together, but it's got a transformative, regenerative, renewal energy with it as well. So apply it, to your situation, see how it resonates for you. Unconditional love. Love yourself and others and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So keep coming back to this unconditional love. It is the fabric of the universe. There is no higher vibration. There is nothing else except love. Everything else we create on earth. So, love is all there is. So when we say, connect back into this, it's the stream of the universe. And unconditional love is basically about spreading love outwards to your significant person, and also to people around you, without expectation of return, or without expectation of some kind of reward or acknowledgement, or some sort of comeback, some sort of expectation there. You give without attachment. You give love without attachment. That is what unconditional love is. So there is some aspect of your current situation which is requiring this from one or both of you within the relationship, because there are things coming up at this time. Aspects need to be worked on. It could be the closing, as I said, closing of something and the opening of something else, or an ending and a beginning. It's also about releasing energy that has been trapped in difficult situations or difficult experiences, whether this is for either one of you or within the relationship. It's releasing your energy which has been trapped in that situation or that experience. It gets stuck there, and the only way you can release it to bring it back to yourself is through forgiveness, through forgiveness of yourself and also of the situation, and then just let it go, so that whatever that was leaves you and you can free your energy up. Otherwise it stays there and it just keeps reoccurring again and again and again. So see how that relates to you there. We've got Mars, fairness, and we've got 10th house, the world. So this could very well be to do with a change of public status. It could be to do with the relationship, or whatever the situation is with you. You could be going from married to unmarried, or unmarried to married, or from an employee to an employer, or some sort of shift where, how people see you in the world. It can also be, you could also be meeting somebody after a long period of time. So you're going, after having been single for many, many years, now your public status is now you're connected to somebody. So there's lots of different ways, but it is also about career. It's also about fame and reputation, and also about authority. So this is about, I do feel it's also about maturity in some way. But it's also about dealing with an authority figure or an authoritative body. It can be government, it can be political, it can be like the police or the law or the military. There's lots of things that can, authoritative institutions or bodies, or it's an authoritative figure. And this person could be mature, they could be a mentor or somebody that you admire. It could even be a boss. There's lots of different ways that this can manifest. But it seems to me that there's some sort of issue coming in because there's marked fairness here. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So all of those areas that are outlined in the 10th house, somewhere along the line, there's some sort of judgment or decision or negotiation or mediation, or it could be to do with documents and, filing documents or receiving documentation. And your person may be waiting for something to do with documentation as well. It could be within the relationship. So just see how it plays out for you. But there is something coming in which has a legal bearing or some kind of decision-making bearing. And what is saying here is that for one or either of you or within the relationship to detach from, a very specific outcome which you are fixed on. Just detach from that and allow the universe to step in and deal with it, and know that the fairness is going to come in. This situation will be handled fairly. All right. So release yourself from having, a very set outcome which you are gunning for, because there may be many other factors going on which you cannot see. The universe knows about it, but you cannot see or cannot know. And it's best to detach so that the very best outcome can manifest. That is often what the case with Mart. But, you see how it plays out for you. But you may just be, within your relationship, be facing some sort of situation, or it could be very much career related for either one of you, as I said, or an authoritative institution. See how it comes out for you. Now, you've got here as a destiny card, you've got satisfaction. So there will be I feel there will be some, something which you're going to be happy about to do with this. Or it could be very much relationship focused, and this is to do with your own personal, sexual satisfaction or satisfaction within the relationship. Perhaps, as I said, you're transforming something to be better for you. It's going to be better for you guys in your relationship or within yourself. There's something which you're reaching for here, and that is how it's manifesting for you. So just see how it relates. For the potential or outcome of the current situation, we've got Soulless Bodies of Water, and we've got Saturn Truth. So this is Saturn actually rules the 10th house. So you've got a lot of Saturn energy. Again, it's all 10th house related. But Saturn is about, this is about sort of releasing things in your lives or in your life which have wobbly foundations. They haven't been built on strong foundations. Okay, that is Saturn. Saturn will remove or crumble down anything that is not that doesn't have a strong foundation. So it will kind of melt away, or it will just crumble, and you'll need to be rebuilding. It's also about creating a strong foundation. It's about building something solid for yourself, and the only way you can do that is by applying a very realistic view to things. So it's about looking at everything and seeing what is working and what is not working, and refining that. So it's always to sort of push you towards harmony and balance, but there's some sort of shifting and changing going on, but it takes a very realistic, grounded view in order to bring it about. Or it's about foundation building. You could be building a very strong foundation at this time through this judgment or this 10th house. It's some sort of opportunity, or something is coming in for you. It could also be relating to tax or finance as well. But it's about building a strong foundation. So whatever foundations have been there that have crumbled or fallen away, let them go, because you've got to build something better. It's not a fast moving energy. It's going to take a bit of time, but it's one brick at a time. But whatever you build under the Saturn energy will be strong. It will be solid. So it's going to take application. It's going to take work to bring this about. But once you apply yourself to the Saturn energy, which can be a bit of a taskmaster, you can be feeling at times like you're not actually getting anywhere, that you're solidly working at this and struggling, but you don't feel like you're actually making progress. But if you work with the Saturn energy, which is about being realistic, there may be some austerity measures coming in. You may have to cut back in certain ways. You may have to trim certain things. And, you know, it's about being realistic, keeping your feet on the ground, but there's work to be done, shoulder to the wheel, things that need to be done. And taking a good long hard look at things and working out what is working, what isn't, you know, what is turning your wheels for you, and focusing on that. It's also got karma with it. Karmic issues may be arising. As I said, I felt, you know, with the some of the energies coming in here, that especially with the 12th house, there could be karmic issues coming in for you at this time. And this is why you're with this person. You're working on that. Whatever your situation is, you're working on that. You're working through issues that have come in, that you've decided you want to work on in this lifetime. And Saturn can bring karmic things in. But it's, you know, it's to try and help you to resolve whatever is occurring. It's also about being, as I said, being sort of focused and having goals and being determined. That is very much a Saturn energy. It rules the 10th house like that as well. Focused, goal-oriented, working steadily towards, because as I said, it's not a fast-moving energy. This is steady progress. And just putting your shoulder to the wheel, and you will overcome, and you will build something much better, something much more solid in the future. At the same time, we've got Sulis bodies of water. Spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. So this could very well be to do with actually even physical building. You may be you know, trying to establish something out of your current environment. You may be wanting to go to a water body, move to a water body, or spend time at a water body. Perhaps you've got a little cabin or something that you can go and spend time there. But it is recommended that you do that, or that you take a break and go and spend time at a water body, whether it's the ocean or the lake or a river. Take a break. And go and spend time at a water body. It could be a hot water springs, whatever is, wherever you can go, whatever you can do. Any sort of water rituals are going to be very helpful to assist the energies within each of you in this situation, and it will cleanse. All water bodies are spiritual bodies, and they cleanse, and you know, they help to uplift your energies, help to lift your vibration. So try and fit that in somewhere to your schedule, to what is going on currently, or as I said, it may involve physical building of something which is close to a water body, which is going to be better for you. It's going to lift your energy and so on. So see how that comes in for you. We've got Rhiannon, sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So full moon may be appropriate for you in some way, so track the full moons right now. But this is very much about manifestation. This is you or your person or you together using your magic within the situation and within the relationship. This is about wielding your magic. Now, each one of us has our magical abilities which manifest in many different ways. It can be the way you, you know, your profession, the way you handle your profession, the way you speak and deal with others, you know, manifesting your magic. You may just have skills and abilities which are inherent in you that you weave into your profession. It could be the way you look after your family. You know, there's lots of different ways that your magic manifests, but make sure that you're using it at this time. You need to go outdoors to connect to nature. You need to spend more time in the outdoors and connect to nature. So this is why I feel the Sulis bodies of water is coming in. It could also be for you, particularly with 12th house, there's some kind of retreat or a meditation retreat or a yoga retreat or just some sort of reflection period away from the hustle and bustle near a water body, which will help you to balance your energies and so on. So spend time outdoors, do whatever you need to do to reconnect to nature, to yourself, and nature is going to help you to rebalance and get insight at this time. But this is about manifestation. It's about using the manifestation skills that you have. It's how you speak to yourself, which is very much going to help you with the 12th house issues, because how you speak to yourself is very, very important. Your body listens to everything you say. So how you speak to yourself, your self-talk, and then what you think, and then what you say. Make it positive, because that is the outcome you want to draw to yourself. And sorceress is this Rhiannon energy is that. It's about manifesting and pulling in exactly what you require, and use your magical skills, harness that, and use those to help your situation. We've got here 11th house friends. So this is going to be relevant for you at some point, or it could be to do with a relationship, or perhaps you have sort of joint friends. See how it goes. So friendships come in with the 11th house. So you may be finding that some of your friendships are changing. Perhaps you're finding that some are falling away, and you may be having new ones coming in. It may also indicate that you perhaps need to be looking at making new friends in some way, shape, or form. So see how that resonates for you. Lots of people are starting to move towards other groups, other interests, other people at this time. So you may just find there's a kind of a changing of the guard with friendships. It's also about networking and contacts, building those up, using those to help you at this time, which is very much a Saturn and a 10th house energy, using your contacts as well. So how you are the contacts that you make in the outer world, and that comes in with the 11th house. So working your magic when it comes to your contacts and networks as well. You may be needing to rely on those at this point. It's also about tapping into global trends, or trends around you and in business at this time, or within relationships, trends and things that move around, and it's also about trends in society, global consciousness, social reform. All of these issues come in to the 11th house. It's also about your personal hopes and dreams and wishes. What is your ideal life? What is it that you want to create for yourself or within your relationship? What is it that you want to create? That is very much an 11th house issue, pushing your hopes and dreams forward, your wishes for the future. What it is you're trying to aim for. And this is why you've got focused intention here. What are you aiming for? What are you dreaming about? What downloads are you getting? How are you going to use those downloads at this time? How are you going to use your magic to manifest those downloads? Your ascension path, and so on. All of these things come in, for your hopes and dreams, your visions for the future. You may be getting glimpses of the future as well. You may be looking to see how you can push yourselves forward or move this relationship forward at this time. So just see how you go. You may also be needing to join groups of some sort. So this can be any kind of group. It can be an online group, or it can be a society or an association. It's a kind of a group endeavor where you are amongst others for a common goal or for a common cause. And this is where the social reform and the global consciousness comes in. It could even be an online group, a spiritual group, or something which is going to fill a little gap for you, is going to expand your friendship circle or your contact circle. All of these aspects come in for you now. Okay, Leo, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful month. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Take care.